What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode. In this episode, we're showing you a brand new game called Ahoy. Now, this isn't your average pirate game, mate. This is not your normal pirate game. This is not like Sea of Thieves. This is not like Skull and Bones. This is set back in the 1700s and, back in your pirate days and all that sort of stuff. However, this game is more of a simulation than what it is a game. So it's more something like Flight Simulator or something like that, except for it's Sail Simulator. I don't know. But yeah, it's insane, mate. It's insane. Now, these developers have gone for hyper-realisticness. Hyper-realisticness. Now, what I mean by that is this isn't just like your ship that's built for a video game or something like that. These ships are built to perfection. Absolutely historically correct in every single way from the times. So if one of these ships was around back in the day, this is pretty much the 3D model of that ship, down to like every single last piece of it. From the ropes to the sails to the anchors, like absolutely everything is correct. Even down inside of it, when you come down in here, mate, like this is more of like a, like back in the day when you used to have the people that build the little models of the pirate ships and stuff, and you look inside them, it had literally everything. It's like a digital version of that, mate. That's what it is. A digital version of that. These ships are insane. If you're into like pirate ships and stuff like that and this kind of history, it'd be incredible. Absolutely incredible. Probably good for a school too. Like if you're trying to show things at school, this would actually probably be one of those games that would, if you're trying to show off in those days of what it was like, this is probably something like that. Now, not only can you be a pirate, that's just one part of it, mate. That's just a tiny part of it. But what it is you can be anything you want from those days. So they literally, you don't have to even sail a ship. You don't even have to sail a ship. It's more about role play or something like that than anything else. So if you never want to go to sea, you don't have to, mate. You don't have to. If you just want to be like a blacksmith, for instance, you could just sit there and be a blacksmith the entire time. If you want to be like a cook or something, you want to be making bread or something like that, you can do that. If you want to just be in like the Royal Army or whatever, just protecting like a big castle or something, you probably could do that as well. I'm not 100% sure of everything that is available of what you can do, but to what I've heard of, that's what it sounds like, mate. Now, if you want to join the Royal Navy, you can do that too, and you can be out sailing and all those sort of things. But this isn't one of those games where you can just jump in and press a button and the ship will sail. What you actually have to do is actually sail the ship. Like you actually have to go in and set the sails and all that sort of stuff. So bigger the ship, the harder it's going to be. Now this game, as you can see, it is on Steam. It is on Steam, people. And at the moment, it has a to be announced timeline at the moment. So who knows when it will be announced. But it looks absolutely amazing, man. It really, really does. It says it has online PvP, which would be interesting to be doing PvP in this sort of detail. Would be incredible. You can see the water and stuff they have there. It's insane, mate. And then you have your online co-op as well, which also looks really, really good. So, if you have these sort of things with that kind of detail, wow. Just straight wow. I'd actually sort of question a bit whether this would be able to run on a game engine, because there's a lot to run there. And if they could manage to pull it off, it may be one of the best simulation pirate games we've ever played, ever. Absolutely ever. Now, if we go across to their website, they do have a website, ahoy.gg. Go down there and check it out. They have a newsletter. They have all sorts of things. But another thing that I'd like to point out is that it's not just about the ships being perfect as well. Apparently, every single port that they have is I don't think it's politically correct, but what would be the word? I don't know, but it's correct across the entire landscape. So the size, just say it's Port Royal, the size of the port is actually the way it's supposed to be. The shops that they have in the ports, you know, are actually the shops that are supposed to be there. So the historical, like, realisticness of this is absolutely insane. So you can see how nice that looks, and you can see these shops and stuff. This is how it was if you were to walk down the streets back in the 1700s, mate. If that shop was there, it's there. That's how well that they've done this. So it'll be very interesting to see if they can pull this off and whether it can be done. They do have some media pictures here. It's not too many things though, like I haven't seen too much, but yeah, they've got some stuff, you know. You can see a lot of these here look fantastic, mate. Like, let's just check one of these out. And you can see how much detail that they have. What's this? Reject, mate, reject. But yeah, you can see, like, look at that. Look at that. That's like an artist, you know. That's insane. That's insane. And you imagine sailing a ship like that on an online PvP game? Bro, this could be the best thing ever. This game come along like on my radar while I was checking out other games, and people started saying about it, and yeah, I'd never heard about it. Now, they do have a Kickstarter thing that they have. Yeah, they're asking for like some help with costs and things like that to try and get the game going. They've got running costs, they've got all sorts of stuff here. And then, yeah, so if you're able to donate to the game, you know, and you like this sort of thing, there is a donation thing to be able to donate to it. Just do it with a grain of salt, you know, do it with a grain of salt. Because you never know with these sort of titles, especially games that are looking this good. I have seen games in the past. That look extremely good like this, where it kind of looks a little too good. Little too good to be true. And they've turned out to be absolute messes because you can't run a game like that in an engine. So, just, yeah, you know, don't come blaming me. Don't come blaming me if the game doesn't actually end up coming out properly and stuff if you do donate. So, I'm not saying to go and do it, but if you want to do it, take it with a grain of salt, because you just never know with these sort of things. Some things look too good to be true, you know? Some things look too good to be true. However, on saying that, if they do manage to pull it off, and they do manage to figure this out, and manage to get an online PvP game working this well and this good, this could be the best pirate simulation game I have ever seen. Ever. You probably need some really good, like, PC or something to be able to run this game. It'd be like similar to like Starfield or something like that, I would say. But who knows, mate. But we're going to leave this one here. So I thought I'd just bring it to people's attention. Yeah, that this game is actually out there, being created, and one day maybe hitting our consoles or our PCs. Who knows? Yeah, smash the like button. Consider hitting that subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode. See you later.